Good morning, guys. I'm actually hanging out with my mom real quick. I am going to food prep. And I've been getting a lot of questions about food prepping and stuff like that. So I just want to answer it before I, well, the ones that I get the most before I begin meal prepping. Because everyone asks questions about meal prepping, and I have a very detailed video on meal prepping. So number one, forgive me, like I'm about to start cooking, so nobody's gonna be pretty for that. I just can't. It's Sunday. It's not like one of my update videos, so I'm not gonna be pretty. I'm all natural, and it's just that. So if anybody says something, whatever, I just don't care. Nobody gets dolled up to cook. Anyway, I had to say that because it's some rude people. Like, okay, and sorry for the quality of the video. I'm actually using my phone to do this because, like I said, I'm going to be meal prepping, and I am not, I'm not like doing a cooking video, so I'm not using my other camera. I'm using my phone. I feel like I'm rambling too much, but okay, let me get into it because I just want you guys to see me and understand this is real. This is Brooklyn in her glory. This is me talking to you guys and answering questions because I do care, and I feel like I really, like, when I say that we're in this together, like, I really do feel like we're in this together because, you know, we're learning from one another. And if there's something that I know that you may not know and it can help you, I'm going to answer the questions and help you. I have been getting tons and tons and tons of questions on my how to meal prep video. I really thought I was in detailed on that and really broke everything down and showed you guys what I do when I meal prep. Now, like I said, there's no one specific way to meal prep. Know your schedule, number one. Know your time, know your schedule, know your eating habits. It's built around that, your time, your schedule, and your eating habits. And know what you are triggering. For example, when I say that, know what you're triggering for the week. For example, for the next 3 months, my main focus is fat loss and body building, as in building my muscles, building my body, and shaping. Not really building my muscles. I'm not building my muscles, but I'm strength training for fat loss and shaping my body. So my main thing is to eat. The way that I'm going to be eating for the next 3 months is specifically targeted for fat loss. The foods that I'm eating is specifically targeted for fat loss, and the way that I'm eating is specifically targeted for fat loss. Know your plan. When I say know your plan, I mean it. Know your plan. Know what you are going after. I am focusing on my stomach, my midsection, because my body is slimming up, but my stomach is round and it's still the biggest part of my body. My back is going down, everything is going down, which you guys will see in the update. Sorry guys, I just put the light on so that you can see me better because I felt like I wasn't being seen. Okay, so like I was saying, my body is getting smaller, but my stomach is still the biggest part of my body. My back is going down and stuff like that. So with my research, because you have to do research for your weight loss journey. You have to, I don't care what it is that you're doing, whatever that you're doing and that you're serious about, do your research, do your homework. This is your journey. This is your new life. Do the work. You can't come to us and just ask us that is documenting it, all the questions. You have to do some work also. We can't do everything for you. Although we are sharing our tips and we're sharing what we've learned through our research, you have to do your own also. Okay, so as I was saying, the next 3 months for me is crucial because I am changing basically almost everything that I did and combining a lot of the things that I've learned and I've done in the past. Fat loss is the number one thing for me right now, and I'm going to be cooking around focusing on fat loss. So because I'm going to be focusing on fat loss, my meal planning and my menu is based on what I'm trying to do. So the fact that I know what I'm going to eat for the next few months and for this week, it's helpful. When meal prepping, you always have to know your menu. That is the number one thing. Know your menu, know what you're targeting for the week, and know what you're going to eat. For me, I'm keeping it ultra super clean. If you're not a clean eater per se, and you just watching calories and numbers like that, fine. Make your menu according to you. Meal prepping is not just for people who eat clean. I am one of those people. I have to eat clean, because if I don't eat clean, I don't lose the weight. It has to be clean for me. I go all or nothing. It has to be clean. So that means no oils, no fatty foods, no sugars, no carbohydrates, starches, unless it's the healthy ones. Now, for example, this week I'm doing mainly greens. That means salads, vegetables, a lot of protein, a lot of protein, because protein permits fat loss, healthy muscles, and stuff like that. So that's good. I'm doing greens, a lot of protein, and I'm allowing myself to do complex carbs twice this week, and that will be a sweet potato. That is it. Another thing that I wanted to mention is when your fruits and vegetables, you have to do your research on your fruits and vegetables. Certain fruits and vegetables raise your glycemic index, your sugars. It raises it. And it's not necessarily always a good thing. It's not always good to eat fruit. Learn how to eat fruits. If I were going, which I am going for fat loss, I stick to berries. Blueberries, strawberries, grapes, raspberries. Stick to berries. Berries are lower in carbs, lower in sugars, and it does not raise the glycemic index as much. Now, some people eat bananas on a daily basis. I would not always do that if you're going for fat loss. I would not always do a banana. It's high in calories, high in carbohydrates. Remember, a banana is a carbohydrate. It's a plantain. It's a plantain. It's carbohydrate. So, you know, I would stick to, you know, it's a starchier fruit. Apples, it has a lot of carbs. So if you're going to do an apple, do half an apple. I always want to tell you guys, eat oranges, or little tangerines, and you always want to have at least one whole grapefruit per day. Always want to have one whole grapefruit per day. It helps with your metabolism. It helps burn fat throughout the day. It's always good. And, so those are the examples of the fruits that I'm going to be doing. I stay away from things like mangoes all the time. Watermelon is also a great fruit. It has low calories. It's 90% water. Eat watermelon, whether it's the red watermelon or the yellow watermelon. I love both. Eat some watermelon. Cantaloupes is a good fruit, but it's a starchier fruit. So if you were going to do cantaloupes, especially if you struggle with PCOS, don't do that every day, because I know there's a lot of women struggling with PCOS. I wouldn't do cantaloupe every day, and it's, you know, starting to come out the season for that fruit. And I think I veered off a little bit much on that subject, but my lighting just changed. I just got like 18 different colors just now. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, so this week, you guys know I am one of the people that do incorporate dark meat into my diet, but I alternate the weeks that I do dark meat. I have not done dark meat in over a few months into my diet, but I'm reincorporating it only because I'm starting to get really tired of chicken breast again. Like, even though I found thousands of ways to make chicken breast, yes, your girl queen of chicken breast is starting to get tired of it. But I'm doing dark meat this week. I have chicken legs, which all the time, skin off. The skin is 70% fat. You do not want to eat the skin. Take the skin off, and do not fry your chicken. Do not cook it in oil or none of that. Bake it. Bake it. Or you can do like a stew, which I was thinking of doing, and then I changed my mind. I'm not going to do the stew, but I am going to bake my chicken. So this week I'm having chicken breast and dark meat, only because I'm focusing a lot on protein. This week I'm also having tilapia, and I'm having shrimp. And that's my protein for the week. And like I said, tons of vegetables and 2 complex carbs this week, and that's just going to be my sweet potato. That's it. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show you guys my process again, but please keep in mind this will be the very last meal prep video that I do, only because it takes so much out of me to meal prep. Meal prep for me takes hours because I take time with my foods because I don't want to get bothered with it. I want to answer some of the questions that you guys asked me, and I'll do that at the end of the video because I want to get into the meal prepping right now. Okay? So enjoy this, and any questions you have after this, leave it down below. I'll do my best to get back to you guys, but if I don't, just look around in the forum on this video or the previous video, because more than likely someone already answered that question. Okay, enjoy. So we're in my kitchen, and as you love bugs know, I always like to start off with my breakfast. So here I have 5 whole eggs and 6 egg whites, and I'm gonna make my egg muffins. And if you want to know how I make my egg muffins, I'll put a link somewhere across the screen, and it will also be down in the description bar below. Normally when I do it, I mix mine with honey glazed turkey, sausage, or any of the other stuff. Yeah, let's get this meal prep on the go. I will show you what I'm doing as I continue, right? So my egg muffins are done. I was trying to clean up the area. Like, don't overflow it, because this happens when you overflow it. It does that. So yeah, which is a pet peeve of mine. But anyway, I'm gonna continue cooking, guys. So now I'm gonna start with my protein. So I have here a bunch of chicken breasts my mother bought for me from her job. Chicken legs, which I'm gonna peel the skin off, and I have tilapia fish, and I have ground chicken, which I'm not too sure I'm gonna cook, and sweet Italian turkey sausages, which I think I'm gonna cook those over that. But I'll show you what I'm gonna do with these things. I got my lemon juice out, my garlic that I just made, pureed using fresh garlic, and yeah, I'll show you what I'm about to do. So here I have my chicken legs resting in a vinegar and lemon juice hot water bath. I don't know, this is something my grandmother taught me when I was about 8 years old, how to clean chicken. And you do this before you start taking the skin and everything off. You basically want to clean it. I don't know, it's just a process that I learned, and I'm doing it. This is how I was taught. So yeah. So this is the chicken. It's seasoned. I went ahead and cleaned up my sink and sanitized it with some vinegar and lemon and all of that, because I was using raw poultry. So I tried a new rub recipe. If this goes well, I'll show this one. If not, you know, I don't know. So yeah, I'll show you what it looks like right before I put it in the oven. So here I have my chicken legs in the pan ready to bake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this up for the first 30 minutes of it baking in the oven, and the last 15-20 minutes I'm going to just let it get dark and catch color and crisp up a little bit. But this is what I'm doing. I did separate my chicken boobies because of course all can't fit in here, and I'm gonna just put a little bit of barbecue sauce over these. So hey guys, my chicken is done, and I was on the phone running my mouth, so I forgot that this was the regular batch without barbecue sauce, and I went ahead and put 2 servings of barbecue sauce on this, which is 4 tablespoons. So yeah, messed me up, but we'll see how it comes out. I'm just gonna let my veggies roast, my onions and peppers, and yeah, I'm done with the chicken. Right here, I just have 2 of my sweet potatoes that I'm gonna wrap up in foil paper, and I'm gonna put it in the oven to bake, to roast nicely. These are gonna give me 4 servings because I cut them in half. So 4 servings, it's gonna give me 4 meals. So normally, I would just, I would bake them and then make like a sweet potato mash, but I'm not gonna do that this time around. I'm just gonna bake it like just a plain baked sweet potato and pair it with something else, because I want to I'm going to pair it with my sweet Italian turkey sausages, because I want to play on that whole sweet and savory feel. So yeah, I'm just going to let this bake. Here are my sweet potatoes, and as I said in my last meal prep video, you always want to let your food cool down before you start storing it and packing it away, because then it'll turn sour. Let it cool down completely. So that's what I'm doing here. So my tilapia is seasoned, ready to go. And I'm still contemplating on how I want to make this tilapia. I don't know if I want to just make like a stew or like a reduced tomato sauce over it, like pan-sear it and make a reduction over it. I don't know, I'm still contemplating, but I guess I will show you what I decide to do. So here's my tilapia fish, and I made it in a stew form, like I made stewed tilapia fish. Yeah, I did take half of one out because I wanted to try it, and if it is good, I'll do it again in 2 weeks and record the recipe. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3.5 here, and that is plenty because again I have chicken legs, I have stuffed chicken breast, I have tilapia, and I have turkey Italian sausage. So I have plenty protein. I just hate the cleanup, guys. I hate the cleanup. Beware, meal prep, the cleanup is okay. Alright guys, so my stuffed chicken breasts are done. It's stuffed with shrimp, spinach, onions, peppers, tomatoes, Weight Watchers cream cheese, Lafayette cheese wedge, and yeah, that's it. Just lightly seasoned with some Italian seasoning, salt, pepper. I have a CECK recipe on my channel, and I'll link it below so you guys know what I used to make this. I just substituted crab meat for shrimp. And that's it. It's going into the oven. Only thing is, I did not know the chicken breast was so huge. If I had known they were this big, I would have only made about 2. Darn it. They're really big though. Alright. In the oven they go. So my potatoes are done cooling off, and all I did was cut them in half and I put them into one Glad Tupperware, like so. Now, as I said in my previous meal prep video, I do not bunch all of my food together by making meals like that per se, because there's days where I want to mix and match my meal prep. So, you know, I just set it as I go. So like if I wake up and I feel like having this with some chicken and peppers, then I'll have it. If I feel like having it with sausage and salad, I'll do that. I mix and match, which I'll show you when everything is placed together. Like I'll give you guys some examples of what I do, okay? But for as long as you guys know, you can do your meal prep how you choose to do so. It does not have to be how another person do it. This is just how I do mine, okay? Okay, subbies, this is it. This is it. Before I go into anything, let me just reiterate. These bowls that everyone is asking me about, I did not buy them. My mother is a chef. She works in the restaurants, right? She brings them home. So I cannot answer this question for you. I have here tissue. Reasons being, line it with tissue. Put the salad on. It's going to drink the moisture, okay? It's going to drink the moisture of that the lettuce could give off, and it's going to last longer. These close seal tight, so it lasts, it stays fresh. My egg muffins for my breakfast. I showed you guys this. I have egg whites and I have whole eggs, okay? This, in the morning, I just grab some. I normally eat 1 whole egg and 1 egg white, and that's it. With sometimes I may pair it with this and some fruits, and that's it. I don't always eat eggs in the morning. You guys know I juice. I make protein shakes in the morning also. Alright, I have to do this quick because my water is ready to blanch my broccoli and my string beans. That's the only cooked vegetables I'm going to have. Everything else is going to be spinach and greens, and it's raw, obviously. Okay, so now as you can see, I grouped everything together because my other chicken is still in the oven cooking, actually. Everything is grouped together. Like I said, personally, I don't always like my food touching, and I don't always know what combination I want. So I separate everything personally. And once I do that, it's easy for me to just easily pull out any one of these and pick and choose my combinations for the day. So for example, if I know I need a complex carb, I'll grab a sweet potato, throw it in here. I'll grab a sausage, if I'm in the mood for it, turkey sausage, or chicken legs, or I could grab both and throw it in here. grab some of this salad, throw it in there, and make a combination. You can do all your meals, pack it up if you want to, but for me, I don't want to. Again, these bowls, these containers are Glad. I got them from my local supermarket. So look in your local supermarket and buy you some containers. These are Rubbermaid local supermarket. Okay. I'm going to do an example of one of my salad bowls, or I'm going to finish packing everything up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like finally done. Hopefully this answered everyone's question. So in this bowl, I have my cooked greens, which is my broccoli and my peas, my snap peas, or whatever these are. I don't know, snow peas, right. And then I have my stew tilapia right here. Again, mix and match. How I do it. I have to keep stressing it because people will be like, well, that's too much work and this and the third. This is how I do it. I am very finicky, very picky. I don't always like my food touching. This is for me. Now, you can easily throw a meal right in here. And I'm going to show you an example like so. Simple as pie. Throw a couple of these in. For those of you that weigh your food, go ahead and weigh it. I really stick to portions, so I do not overeat. Sorry if it's shaking. I'm doing this with one hand. This right here is a complete meal, like so. Throw some of these veggies and tomatoes and stuff on it. Alright? This is it. This is a complete meal for me. Put it in the container and go. Salads, go in here. Throw your chicken or whatever you want. Close it up. Go. Alright? So that's it, guys. I really can't film anymore. I hope this was helpful. And I hope I answered everyone's questions. I hope you get a grasp idea of what meal prepping is. And again, you can always watch the other video also and reference it, and other videos on YouTube. Okay, guys, so all I wanted to do here is just talk to you guys about answer some of the questions that some of you guys asked. The number one question I get on my meal prep video or my how-to video is, where did I get my containers, my bowls that I use for meal prepping? My salad bowls, number one question. A lot of people ask me, where did I get those salad bowls? The salad bowls was given to me from my mom. My mother's a chef. She works in a restaurant. And she brings them home for me because they keep the foods fresh. Those are what she used when she's selling her salads at her job. And it keeps the foods fresh, lock and seal. And keeping my salads in that bowl, that means I could wash and dry my salads and store them all in there, and it will not get soggy, limpy, or any of that sort. Another trick, that if you do not have those salad bowls, which I doubt it that you'll find because they're like industrial bowls or something like that, I don't know. Here's a trick. If you put tissue paper into your lettuce or your salads like that, it's going to soak up the moisture and keep your vegetables fresher for a fresher period of time. So try putting some paper towels in with your salads, and it keeps it fresh and crisp. With me putting it in those salad bowls, I never really have a problem with them. It's sealed, air doesn't get into it, and it doesn't put that many moisture because I'm eating my salad. So yeah, don't really have a problem with that. When it comes to the meal prepping bowls with the blue the containers that you saw in this video and in my last meal prep video, with the blue tops, I bought that from my local supermarket. The reason why I never answer the question where you get those bowls is because even if I tell you, you're not going to get them. But they are Gladware bowls. If I'm not mistaken, I think they are Glade, no, not Glade. Glade is the scented, Glade is the scented perfumes. They're Gladware. They're just regular bowls, Go to the supermarket. Go into those sections where storage containers. Find them. You're going to find storage containers for meal preps. I pick small ones because I portion and ration out my foods. So I hope that answers that question. Everyone asks me, do I freeze my food? No, I do not freeze my food at all. I know that there's people that freeze their food and just heat it up as go. My food stay fresh. because I cook fresh. I cook everything fresh. I don't buy anything like I necessarily like everything that I cook. Everything is fresh, so my food stays fresh. I only cook enough for 6 days because I really only cook enough for 6 days, like Monday through Friday. And Saturday, whatever's left, I sometimes don't eat and take a break from that and make something else. Sometimes I do eat it. And then on Sunday, it's a whole new process. So, my food stays fresh. I do not freeze my foods at all. I don't freeze none of it. None of it. I don't freeze any of it. So yeah, I hope that answers the questions of do I freeze my food. If you want to freeze your food, go ahead if you feel more comfortable with it. But me, per se, I don't freeze it. And it's always fresh, always heats up like it was just made. Yeah. And another thing, a lot of the times, another thing I do, I never overcook my food. A lot of people, and I said this in my chicken video when I was showing how to make chicken in the recipes, a lot of people, when they're like, oh, it's dry, it's tasteless, you overcooking your foods. Do not overcook anything. If anything, I sometimes undercook it about a minute and a half, so that when I do reheat it up, it's almost like it's cooking it like it wasn't cooked before. So everything is hot and fresh and good. Like, it does not go bad. Everything is good. A lot of people are asking me how did I make my egg muffins and stuff like that. Okay. They asked me, where did I get the silicone muffin tray for my egg muffins? And how do I make my egg muffins? Okay, to answer that, the silicone egg muffin trays were gifted to me. I do not know where they came from. I don't know where I got them. They were a housewarming gift. So, I'm sorry. I can't answer that. My egg muffins, for those asking me how do I make them, so on my channel, and I understand like some of these people that's asking that are probably new for the first time seeing this. On my channel, there's a thing called videos and there's a thing called playlists. If you go into my playlist, you're going to see a cooking playlist. And then the cooking playlist, you'll find all of my cooking tutorials. Yes! And I'll even do a step further. What I will do is I'll put an exact link down below in the description bar where you can find that, okay? I'll do that. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or have an attitude or nothing like that. I'm really not. Please don't take it that way. But I'm just like, I just rather you look before you ask, because it is all there. And I always say it. And a lot of people, the stuff is in the description bar, but they won't look in the description bar and find it. So, like, I'm having a hard time with this. It's like, I'm not going to answer your question if you're not looking. Look first and then ask me. So, yeah, I'm going to put all the links down below. Alright, guys. So, like I said, I really hope this was informative. And I'm answering all your questions down below. And I decided to do this video one more time to really thoroughly go into what I do when I'm meal prepping and how I get my foods down and packed up and ready to go for the week. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like this video and share it, because if somebody does not know how to meal prep, or you joining a group of people that are going on a weight loss journey, go ahead and share this video and talk to them about meal prepping. I'm telling you, it is so crucial, because meal prepping stops you from overeating, and it helps me so much. It helps me so much. I firmly believe meal prepping is crucial to my journey. So that's it. It's your girl Brooklyn. Thank you for sitting with me one more time, and I love you all, and I'll definitely see you all in my next video. Bye.